Today's class, we would be learning adjective forms. So, you all know what adjectives are, right? Be it in English or in German. Now, as you all know, we have different form of adjectives. Adjective formen, the forms of adjectives. My screen is visible, right?
Yeah.
Great. Okay, great. So, like in English, in German also, we have three forms of a adjective. Positive form, like the basic adjective form which we have. Then we have comparative form, the comparative, where we are comparing the first form and the second form, like comparing two things together. Then we have the superlative form, the thing which is at its peak. So that is the superlative form. So we have three forms of an adjective: the positive form, the basic form, then we have comparative form, und dann wir haben superlative form. Wie zum Beispiel schon. This is a positive form, the basic form, which means beautiful. The comparative form of schon will be schöner. That means beautiful. So this is the comparative form. Like you are comparing two people. One is beautiful, but the second one is more beautiful than the first one. Then we have the third form, the superlative form, which is at its peak. Also das ist am schönsten. So the third form of schön will be am schönsten. That means most beautiful. So we have three forms. Now, next step is that how do we build these second forms and third forms out of the first positive form. Just pay attention to these yellow highlighted areas. So adjective positive form is as it is. Definitely we don't make any changes in that. But we in the comparative form we use adjective and we add extra er, the adjective plus extra er we here shown, then adjective plus er we schöner. And then in superlative form we add which means at, then adjective shown, and then sten or ESTEN. Why STEN or ESTEN? We'll discuss this. But as of now, let's focus on STEN. So I'm just repeating. In the positive form, this is a basic form of adjective. Then in the comparative form, when we are comparing two things, the better version of this, the adjective plus ER. Then in superlative form, we add plus adjective plus STEN, which means at like the most beautiful thing or anything. So here I have a quick list. Is this thing clear?
Yeah. Claro.
Okay. Now I have this small list. Mm, Anjit, can you read these highlighted words? The first is positive form, the second one is comparative, and the third category is superlative. So read just these highlighted one till here. Expensive.
Okay. New.
Neu,
Noi. Nowhere. Noisten.
hmm,
It means
then
new.
new, more,
Yung.
and which is like at most new. New, new, or
Yeah.
newest.
Newisten. Okay. Yung. Junger.
Mm-hmm.
Jungesten.
Jungesten.
Means young.
Yes,
Youngesten. Means young. Okay.
right.
Langweilig. Langweiliger. Langweiligsten.
Mm-hmm. That is
Boring.
boring. Yes, boring, more boring, or most boring.
Most boring. Okay. Stark. Stärker.
Mm-hmm.
Stärksten.
There
Strong.
shown. Yes, strong, stronger, and then
Strong.
strongest.
Strongest.
Then here,
Okay. Gross. Grosser. Grossten.
mm-hmm.
Big. Big or large.
Yes,
Big.
big, bigger, and
Bigger.
biggest.
Biggest. Teuer. Teurer. Um. Teuersten. Expense.
Teuresten.
Teuersten.
Yes,
Teuresten.
expensive,
Expensive.
more expensive, and most expensive.
Expensive.
Okay, you can just skip it as of now. Now, in most of the words, you must have seen we have the adjective form, adjective plus er, and then plus adjective plus sten. Now, one more thing, there are some exceptions when we make the comparative form and superlative form. First thing first is, like in most of the cases, if there is any a, u, or o, like here, o, or here, or you. This happens in most of the cases, not in all, where we have a, o, or u. In comparative or superlative form, they get extra umlaut. But this is not happening in Langweilig case. Now, there is no specific rule to identify okay which wall will have umlaut in comparative or superlative form. You'll get to know along with your practice, but in most of the cases it happens. So the basic thing is we have the adjective, we then we have the basic case adjective, then we add er in comparative form, and then in superlative we add plus adjective plus sten. This is the first step of making comparative and superlative. Second thing to pay attention to is that we have to see for these words where vowels get extra umlauts. Now there are some exceptions also, like here Besonderheiten, like exceptions or special cases. We'll discuss about them. But before that, what I want you guys to do is to make three sentences where you can just pick uh, any adjective from this list which Angie just read. Pick any adjective and write three sentences, one for positive, one for comparative, and one for superlative. I'll give you one example, like I'm taking the word shown. Maybe let's say Kareena Kapoor is shown. So Angie and Rachel, I'm just writing the names of some Indian actresses. If you're not aware, like Kareena Kapoor is one of them. Kareena Kapoor is shown. Then Deepika is shown. Aber maybe let's say Priyanka Chopra is shown. So these are the three sentences which I have made for shown, where I'm comparing three actresses. Kareena Kapoor is shown. Kareena Kapoor is beautiful, but Deepika is shoner. Deepika is more beautiful, aber Priyanka Chopra is schönsten. But Priyanka Chopra is most beautiful, beautiful, and most beautiful. Now the same thing you guys will have to do. You can pick just any word from here and write three sentences. One is in positive, then comparative, and then superlative. It's a quick 2 minutes exercise. Let's do this and then we'll discuss this topic further. Clear? Rajveer, is it clear?
Yes, ma'am. Clear.
Okay.
Clara, Clara.
Okay, cool. Let's do this exercise and then we'll proceed. Let me know once done.
We need to send a screenshot.
Yes, you can send it. Guys, please keep yourself on mute.
So only three or three into three, nine sentences we have to write.
No, no, no. You just had to pick one word and then you had to make sentences for that only, one for positive, one for comparative, and one for superlative. Like first sentence you have mentioned langweilig, so you have to make sentences for langweiliger and am langweiligsten. Understood now? You have used three different words in three different forms. First langweilig, then teurer, and then am stärksten. No, you had to compare. Write it again, Rajveer. Verstanden now? Understood now?
Yes, yes.
Okay. Rachel, Angie, Saurabh, Gishritan, please send it. Okay, Rachel has written, die Kirche ist alt, das Museum ist älter und mein Großvater ist alt. Funny. Wirklich komisch. Okay, guys, Rachel has written, the church is old, the museum is older, and my grandfather is the most older person. Okay, funny. Have a good. Angie, Saurabh, guys, please you also send. And then we'll proceed. Okay, Angie has written, Rico ist stark, Reno ist stärker und Stan ist am stärksten. Okay, you have compared three person. This is their maybe physical ability or fitness. Und gut. Gut geschrieben, Angie. Saurabh written, should we proceed further? Saurabh, hello. Rajbir, are you done writing? Hello, guys, am I audible? Or there's some network issue?
You're audible.
Okay. Okay, Rajbir, I'll send it again, Ishwin. Okay. Rajbir, you have written it in a nice way, but there are some grammatical mistakes. So in the
Uh,
third sentence, like is the oldest man. So this is something. There is one more thing comes into picture, that is adjective endings, which we would be discussing tomorrow. Okay, but good that you
okay.
have written it in an advanced way.
I have a confusion in man and minum, two word.
No problem. We'll discuss it like tomorrow, because when you add endings with the adjective, now like the oldest thing, the newest thing. So there are some adjective endings also which plays a big role, and they are different as per the nominative, accusative, and dative cases. So which we'll be discussing in next class. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Now I'm proceeding further. So this is like one of the simplest um, form of comparative and superlative I told you. Now there are some special cases also, some exceptions oder, Besonderheiten, some special cases where adjectives with these endings. So once we have the adjectives with these endings, what we do in superlative form, we make plus adjective plus STN. Like in normal cases, we are doing um, plus adjective plus STEN, but in some of the cases where the word is ending with these alphabets, we add ESTEN instead of STEN. Wie zum Beispiel here. If you could see it here, I've made a separate list for that. Like alt ending with T. So alt, älter, adjective, umlaut plus er in comparative form. And then am ältesten. So I have not added STEN here, but ESTEN. So ältesten. Similarly, interessant, interessanter, adjective plus er. Aber hier am plus adjective plus ESTEN. Am interessantesten. So ESTEN again here. Similarly here we also ending mit T. Intelligent, intelligenter, Komperativ und intelligentesten. Extra ESTEN. So any adjective which is ending either with T, D, S, double S, or etc, Z, TZ, or X, they will have in superlative form ESTEN instead of STEN. This is one case, one special case, pretty simple. Now there are some irregular adjectives also, where we have a completely different word in comparative form and then in superlative form. The list is pretty small. These are like very commonly used verbs, very commonly used adjectives which I have added here. Even apart from this list, the list for these cases are very small. So we have very like little irregular adjectives. So the task is not much to learn these things. So here, wie zum Beispiel gut, that means good, then besser, we better, and then am besten. So this is something we have in English also, like with good, better, best. bad, worse, worst. So in English also we have some special cases where we are not adding just er or more or most in the comparative or superlative form, but we have a different word altogether. Same goes with German also. Rajveer, can you please read this list?
Yes, ma'am. Good, Bezer,
Gut, gut,
M,
gut.
good, M, Bezer, sorry, Bezer, M, Beston,
Hmm.
Feel, Mehr,
Hmm.
M, Meisten,
Am meisten, not M.
Am meisten,
Hmm.
How,
Hoch,
Hoch, then how to pronounce second,
höher, höher.
Höher, M,
Hmm.
Houston,
Am höchsten. Now in this
Am,
what is happening is, so here we are not saying höher. CH has been replaced with H only. So that is why this has been kept in the irregular adjective case. Done.
Gen, uh, Lieber,
Hmm.
Am, Besten,
Am liebsten.
Liebsten,
Something which you prefer. The na, that means near. Na, read it.
Nur,
Na, näher, am nächsten.
Nächsten,
So here we are not saying nächsten, not H only, but CH. So that is why again it has been kept in the irregular adjective category where the word is changing completely. So as I said, the list is pretty small. Um, okay, before we make more sentences, one quick thing. So here in the first exercise we were comparing three things or three person or three separate things in a separate sentences. Now we have to compare them and write them in one sentence. So how do we do that? So we use extra word als. We here wie zum Beispiel das Haus von Julia ist groß. So this is a simple sentence. Julia's house or the house of Julia is big. But now let's say I'm comparing a house of two people. I would say das Haus von Jens ist größer als Julia. Here, like I was saying, Karina Kapoor is beautiful, and then in second sentence I said Deepika is more beautiful. But if I have to compare in one sentence, I would be writing Deepika is schöner als Karina. So I will be adding als in between, like beautiful, more beautiful than. So als here is being used in the form of than. Similarly, here, das Haus von Jens ist größer als Julia. The house of Jens is bigger than Julia's house. But das Haus von Savio. But Savio's house is am größten. So that is how you compare three things or three adjectives in one sentence only. Like putting als, like big, bigger than that, but something which is coming next is at the biggest or at its peak. Now, Saurabh, can you read this whole table? We'll discuss these sentences one by one. Read the English form first and
Yeah,
then the German form.
my house is bigger than your house.
Hmm.
Mine house is grosser als dein Haus.
Pretty simple. I'm comparing just two houses, my house and your house. Größer als dein Haus. So comparative form plus als. Next sentence.
My house is as big as your house.
Hmm.
Mine house is so gross by den house.
Wie dein Haus.
Yeah.
So here in the second sentence, I'm not comparing. I'm just saying Like my house is as big as yours house. So there is no like something is not big or something is small, but something at equal level, at same level. Here I am comparing. So when you compare, you use the comparative form and then add als. But when something which is at same level, you write zo plus adjective plus v. Like in English, we write as big as beautiful as. Or maybe like here, I can write instead of this, uh, Deepika is so shown is Regina. So here in the first sentence, I am comparing that one person is more beautiful than the other person, but in second sentence, I'm saying like one person is as beautiful as the other person. So zo, shown, we. So when you are talking about two things which are at same level, so this is like another way of writing the adjective. Then read third sentence.
I have the fastest car. Ik have the snellste auto.
This also
My car drives the fastest. Mein Auto fährt am schnellsten.
fährt am schnellsten. Then read fifth and sixth also.
You are smarter than me. Du
Hmm.
bist klüger als ich.
Hmm. What's
You
this?
are smarter than I am.
Hmm.
Du bist klüger als ich bin.
Hmm. So it's like fifth and sixth, like one of the same thing. It's just the way you are writing is little different. Now this is one thing where we are writing about two things. In one case we are comparing, and in one case we are saying two things are of same level. Now these the sentence number 3 and 4, they might sound similar but they are different. In the first sentence I'm saying I have the fastest car, like fastest car in the world which is there, I have that. But in the second sentence, in the fourth sentence, I am saying my car drives the fastest. That means here I'm saying the my car drives at its best capability. It might not be the fastest in the world, but it drives at its fastest level. So here, how I'm writing it, das schnellste Auto. Here I'm not saying am schnellsten, because that am schnellsten means at fastest. But here I'm saying I have the fastest car. So this the fastest and this at the fastest. These two are separate things. So when I say the fastest, it is like the case of adjective ending. Like Rajbir, I told you the adjective ending case. So this is something we would be learning later. And here, at the fastest, that means at its peak. So when we are talking about at something's peak, like at their quality, once the quality of something is at its peak, then we use and then adjective and then STEN, the superlative form. But this is not the
Yes.
superlative form. Das schnellste Auto, this is not the superlative form of schnell. This is the adjective form along with the adjective ending. Is this clear?
Yes.
Okay. Now, one more quick exercise. Mm, 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 mm. So, okay. Okay, so now what you have to do, you have to make like a paragraph or anything which you do preferably, more preferably, and then most preferably. So how you're going to write it? Wie zum Beispiel ich maybe uh, gern, aber lieber esse ich Hamburger am liebsten esse ich Obst. So here you are writing everything in one sentence like what you like to eat preferably and then more preferably and most preferably. So this is like one of the examples. Now let's start with Rachel. Rachel, can you tell me one of your hobbies? Just one hobby. Ryzen, say something. Rachel, you're not audible. Ryzen. Okay, just wait. Rajveer, for you, Spielen is the word. For Saurabh, Lazen is the word. And for Angie, Huron is the word. So here I have written one activity or one hobby, you can say. So, basis this hobby, you have to write one sentence like for Essen, I have written I eat pizza preferably, then more preferably I eat burger, and then most preferably I eat fruits. So similarly, Rachel, you have to write for Ryzen where you prefer to travel, then more preferable travel destination, and then most preferable travel destination. Maybe ich reise, uh, maybe nach, and then any city name, Gan, and then nach another city name am lieber, and then nach another city name am liebsten. So this is how you have to write. Then spielen, maybe like Rajbir, you have to write which sport you play preferably, then more preferably, and then most preferably. Same for lesson, you have to write sort of like which books you prefer to read or what type of books you prefer to read, more preferably, and then most preferably. Similarly, Angie will write for Huron, maybe any singer she prefers to listen to. Clar? Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Okay then, ma'am. What to use for spelen is to play. Is there any specific word apart from this spelen?
No, wie zum Beispiel ich spiele Cricket gern, aber lieber spiele ich Fußball.
Yeah, I read the same. Okay.
Neha, I'll be logging off. Kindly, could you please upload the video on YouTube today so we go through it?
I'll let you know, Saurabh, if possible, because
Okay,
we are not going to learn like anything new in the next 15 minutes. It's just we are going to do some practice.
okay, okay. Thank you.
No problem. Guys, written? Quick, quick, quick. Okay. Good geschrieben, Angie. But when you are using music, like as a noun, na, so try to write Musik von Bruno. Or simply you could have written the singer's name or the music composer's name. Wie zum Beispiel, ich höre Bruno gern. So there was no need to write music like as a word. Or you could have written ich höre Musik von Bruno gern. So once you are using the noun music as a noun, so you have to write music of that particular singer or composer. Or you could have written just name only. So if you're writing any famous name, it is automatically understandable that you're talking about music only or a singer only.
Okay.
Yeah?
Okay. Okay.
Rajveer
Got
and Rachel geschrieben. Gut geschrieben, Angie.
Ich spiele cricket gern.
Hmm. Send it to me.
Habe,
Send the picture, please. I need to check the
okay.
like mistakes
Then
also if I've made any.
okay. Then I'm sending in within one. I'm to write down it again.
Okay.
Yes.
Rachel geschrieben.
Yeah, I well, I thought we will speak. We'll just write.
So if you have not written, no problem. You can say it. Rajbir, you can also just say it. I'll write it here.
Ich spiele cricket gern. Aber Spieler ist Football mehr.
Liebe Spieler, aber
Spieler
liebe Spieler ich
ist Football mehr.
Fußball. Why mehr?
Football
You don't have to use mehr.
more.
No, no, no. Lieber you have used already.
Oh, sorry.
Fußball.
Football. Spieles ist Rennen.
Am spielest, am liebsten. These are the adjectives you had to
Oh,
use. Gern
liebsten. Sorry.
für am liebsten. Okay, ich
Liebsten.
spiele Cricket gern. Lieber spiele ich Fußball. Aber am
Liebes.
liebsten, not liebsten, liebsten. Aber
Liebsten.
am liebsten spiele ich
Spiele ist Rennen.
not rennen because you don't
Lauf.
play running. This is not
Laufen.
okay. Okay, so laufen, rennen, these are not something you play. These are the things you do. So with these kind of activities, you don't have to use spiele as a verb. You could have simply written aber am liebsten uh, renne ich.
Rennen ist.
Hmm. But if you are mentioning any other sport, then you could have used spielen. Wie zum Beispiel aber am liebsten spiele ich Basketball.
Okay.
Write it down, please. Rachel, can you tell me your sentences?
Uh, Ich reise in Paris gehen,
Paris, Gyan.
nach Paris gehen, aber lieber reise ich nach Türkei, Türkei.
Türkei.
Am liebsten reise ich nach Deutschland.
Sehr schön. Klar?
Klar.
Okay. Now, so this is about how do we do comparative and superlative form. How that this is how we use comparative and superlative forms in a sentence. Now I'll just save this file in the drive. Just go through it once again and just read these uh, the forms one more time, and if possible try to make some more sentences from these words where maybe you are comparing younger, youngsten, teurer, teuresten, maybe like silver is expensive, gold is more expensive, and diamond is the most expensive, something like this. Try to write few more words from these adjectives.
Okay.
From this one also, and then two two words you have to pick from here also, from irregular
Ma'am,
adjective.
again, how to pronounce this word? Hoch. Third one.
Okay. Hoch, höher,
Hoch. Höher.
höher, am
Höher.
höchsten,
Hochsten.
höher, am
Höher.
höchsten,
Am Hochsten.
nah, näher, am nächsten.
Nächsten. Okay.
Hmm.
Thank you.
No problem. So everyone, you have to pick two words from here, irregular adjectives, and then three words from here, either from here or from here. Okay, so total 5 adjectives you have to pick, and then you have to write positive sentence, comparative, and superlative. Klar?
Yeah.
Klar.
Okay, dann sehen wir uns am Morgen. Bis
Bis
dann.